really carry that into the second week. Go back, Bob review. You're feeling a little bit happy. If you have a down night tonight, though, and you really fall behind points-wise, it can be demoralizing as we head into what is officially match 11. But our first game of the night for day 3, PCS7 APAC. We head to Erangel for 3 maps and then Miramar to close out week 1. Yeah, overall, those teams that are far up north, Teraton 5 being another one, and same with Genius Esports. Probably time to get moving shortly as KM99 of E-Arena. It was an intriguing day for E-Arena yesterday, and that's not a good start either. Probably should have won that fight against Mad Dog. Larix, though, good trade. Needed that. After KM99 lost his fight, they needed something to go their way, and a bit of help from Satnix as well. Good spread, headshot. Nando able to win that fight, and Sizzy trying to get the flank, not going to find it immediately. 2 down, 2 up for both teams.
And KM99 could well be picked up here if E-Arena is able to clean this fight up comfortably, and Nan just goes for a bit of a cheeky peek. Now it's on to CJ. 1 on 2. He does give away his position, and that's not going to go very well for him. Archangel Predator, the first team eliminated on day 3. Larix is going to win that duel on 2 HP.
Depending, because there's so much up north, still on that mainland of Erangel, probably not expecting an ultra hard south shift. So may still be towards the north side. And yeah, that is exactly what has happened. Rain knocked down. Teraton 5 have actually gone for a bit of a camp here on the rotation of the orangutans, knowing full well that they were in North George. Teraton 5 were in South George. They knew that they were going to be rotating late in behind them, and they've caught them here on the edge of the blue. Really well played, and unfortunately for the orangutans, they just get kind of caught napping a little bit here. They've followed the same rotation path of T5. They get punished. 4 easy kills for T5. They'll take that. And not only that, but this circle going north.
But it means that the water is still involved, and that's a very large portion of the circle, which means, again, there's not really a whole lot of room to work with for teams that haven't already set themselves up on the northern side of Sosnovka Island. SGD have run into day trade, and Belboth has gone down pretty early on in the piece. Flash might as well if he gets that grenade going astray. But yeah, as soon as they come up this hill, gee, he's going to be looking down on them, raining hellfire. And Icarus, of all 4 players in one vehicle, are going to take themselves a long time to get sorted in any kind of battle formation. Cloris is going to have the time of his life right here. No, he won't. 1 for 1. Yuta, though, is able to strike as well. And, I mean, that's the end of Icarus, isn't it? Exactly as I said. What are you really going to do? All 4 players in one car. We've seen how that ends.
Somewhat of an effect there, landing onto Zest, 30 damage, and for whatever reason, we sort of helicopter view over towards MS Chomburian from the future, who are rotating outside of the blue. Tade, though, gets a nice knockdown onto Skeet. Not ideal for MS Chomburi, considering they were meant to be the aggressors here. Zas, we come back to this fight with Genius. It's actually, from the future, Trick. So we've got about 3 teams now log jamming over towards this position. Make it 4, technically, with MS Chomburi as well. And Buriram, maybe just smelling blood in the water here. A chance to push up. Really, I guess a chance as well to find some kills. And surely the smokes, though, obscuring a lot of the vision. No nades. Molotov may just do the trick, though. Cheating, taken down. Nade from Nordra as well, landing onto Simon. And yeah, Genius Esports just explode before the eyes of Buriram.
It's kind of surprising considering the way that the circle was a bit awkward for them to begin with.
I don't think he spotted Zizzy on the tree, and Zizzy has actually spotted Shen. Whoa, what a spray though to Larix, who actually survived pretty well. Does get flushed as well by Shen, picks up a critical kill. A very important point for SGD. Zizzy pushes out. He's actually flashed himself, doesn't matter, gets the kills anyway. So E-Arena go to 7 kills, only 1 player left, but in terms of points gained, Jordan, still a really good game for them. Nordra goes down for Buriram, so they go down to 3 players, courtesy of PMA, to get onto your position, say in Phase 6, Phase 7. So it's going to be intriguing to watch how that sort of plays out. You look at T5 on the other hand, look at that minimap, look how much they're controlling of the circle out west. I mean, they're a team that's probably going to either win this game or top 3 at minimum.
Yeah, it definitely feels like the confidence levels are low at the moment for Team Bliss. You're just not seeing them play super decisively. They're not looking to take control of anything. They're not looking to take fights. They're just hiding away and hoping that when the fight does come to them, they're going to be able to answer it adequately. And that may not be the worst of strategies for the moment, but I think speaks to the confidence levels of the team at the moment. I mean, they are inside of some buildings, so, you know, how aggressive do you really want to see them being, but
look at the position of T5.
Overall trend.
Rosita Jr. down to the south. He's able to make sure no one's pushing in behind them. You've got Exquisite that's able to push up north. Now Pat Pong and Ranger push forward. I mean, they've got the hill.
Up for Teraton 5, but they've really changed it up on day 2, and it seems like day 3 is not going to slow down at all for Teraton 5 either. Speaking of slowing down Cerberus, they may start to run into some problems now as they start to work their way around the eastern side of the map. They're coming down from the northeast and they've run into PMA, who just have perfect angles onto them. Himas has got the better of I'm Pete.
They're going to get sandwiched.
He's also got KMF as well. So Mr. Clay's the last one actually alive here. Shouldn't win this duel. Was low HP when it started. And so Cerberus actually survive. Can they get all their players back up, though, is going to be a bit of a question mark, because now Team Bliss is starting to go on a bit of an excursion. Bryn with a very nicely placed nade does take down Himas.
They got Cerberus to their north, they got Buriram to their south, and if Buriram, the only thing that's probably a savior right now for Bliss is that Buriram only have the 3 players. So they don't have Nordra. They don't have all 4 players. If they had all 4 players, you know how confident they are to sweep, to clear, to push. Buriram would have pushed up right on top of Bliss, really punished them, especially knowing they were fighting a team to the north in Cerberus. I think that's going to be the saving grace for Bliss. They do take out a very wounded Cerberus in the end. So 3 kills now for Team Bliss.
They're gonna lose Insight.
They will be pushing back over towards Buriram, but Rosita Jr. finds an angle onto Insight. Van goes down to Pat and Pong, so they deal with the solo player. They've got all the circle position. They've got a knock onto Bliss. They've played this perfectly, Jordan. Absolutely superb. So I think Buriram's now probably taking the lead for me in terms of the chance of winning this game, despite Deraton 5 still having all their players alive. The nade onto Mirage lands at his feet. But while this is happening, Buriram are getting good position. Team Bliss, lamb to the slaughter right now by both teams. They are just getting cornered. They do lose a player. Bryn does find the kill, and a couple at least for Bliss in this, plus a top 3 finish. It's not bad. In fact, Rosita Jr., their chance for Deraton 5 to take back the lead in this game. Rosita Jr. with a big-time play. T5 will make it the chicken dinner in a massive statement to start day 3.
They got 14 kills in that as well, Xenox. They came from what was arguably one of the worst Phase 2 positions. They rotated across that bridge last. They were pretty much the last team onto Sosnovka Island, and then they dominated their side of the zone through and through. They went through a bunch of really solid teams. And